We begin tonight with a man currently hospitalized after threatening to kill a Southside family. The man was shot after detectives say he charged police. Details in tonight's top story. Officers responded to Shadow Bend and Graves Valley off of Everhard for a family disturbance Sunday night. The homeowners said they were threatened by a man who was heavily armed. At the time, officers did not see him, but decided to stick around for the family's safety. Later in the evening, a vehicle showed up described by the family. Officers stopped that driver. Investigators say a man exited the vehicle, had a firearm. Officers tried to de-escalate the situation, but fired at the man out of fear for their safety. The man was wounded and was taken to an area hospital. No officers were injured. Interim Police Chief David Blackman says the officers responded proportionately. We take all family disturbance calls very seriously because often these are repeats, when it's continuing family violence. The armed man inside that car has not been identified. The officers involved are on administrative leave.